All right. Hey guys. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about what I experienced when I went through my gut healing protocol a few years ago. It took me a long time to heal my gut. Your gut can actually do a lot of healing in a very relatively short amount of time. Your gut can regrow, that lining can regrow, your body can heal very quickly. But you might think you might be doing a lot of the right things to heal your gut, but there are a few components or bad habits or a few things that you might be doing that are really stopping you from getting the full healing you really want right now. So, let me talk to you about a few of the mistakes that I really made during my gut healing protocol. One of the first things that you see online when you start to research, a cleaner diet and getting your body on track, you see paleo or keto, you see all the delicious desserts that you can make with alternative ingredients, right? Almond flour, coconut flour, even tapioca flour, arrowroot starch, honey, molasses, maple syrup. There are so many recipes online for paleo desserts and keto desserts that are really aimed at satisfying that sweet tooth but aren't focused on healing. That's something that really threw me off is I was really excited that on a gut healing protocol I could still make sheet cake and brownies and ice cream but used with alternative ingredients. While they're okay and do not inflame your gut as much as say like, processed foods and conventional brownies and ice cream and pie and things like that, they still can deter your body from healing. Nuts can be very hard to digest, oftentimes if they're not properly prepared. And if you go overboard, if you're eating a lot of sweets, even if it's honey sweetened or maple syrup sweetened, or if you're eating a lot of nuts and seeds, they can still be difficult for your body to handle while you're trying to heal your gut. So that's one of the first things that you need to do is focus instead on nutrient dense foods. And that's it. That's the second thing that I want to talk about is about nutrient dense foods. Most people do not get enough of the foods that heal their gut. On a gut healing protocol, you have to focus specifically on foods that will heal the gut lining and that will nourish and regrow and heal your body. So those foods include a few amino acids, a few fats that are really, really healing to your body that are found in a few different foods, especially any kind of meat stock, bone broth. They're rich in L-glutamine, which is very healing to the gut. A lot of rich saturated fats that will actually help heal the tissues in your body and regrow healthy hormones and healthy tissues. Most people do not eat enough of these nutrient dense fats and especially minerals as a complete profile where bone broth and chicken stock are an essential part of really healing your digestive system. So instead of eating, brownies and sandwiches for lunch, have a cup of chicken stock with some scrambled eggs and some vegetables with it too. Mushrooms and onions scrambled together for lunch. Have a salad with olive oil on top, and also again a cup of chicken broth or chicken stock or beef, whatever you're making. Make sure that you're incorporating lots of it, and then for dinner incorporate a soup, more broth, more stock. It is very, very healing to your gut, and you can do incredible work on healing your body within a short amount of time with incorporating enough of the easy to digest stock and broth. So another thing that I also really struggled with was knowing the right supplements for me. Probiotics were huge. There's millions of different probiotics on the market, and it's very hard to know, one, how much to take, which ones are the right ones for you, which strains are the right ones for you. It can be very difficult to navigate the probiotic world. One thing that you need to consider is that the dose on the probiotic label often at the store is usually a maintenance dose. It's almost the minimal requirement for you to stay healthy and kind of keep that gut flora in your body. However, when your gut is damaged, you have an imbalance of gut flora and you need a therapeutic dose. You need more probiotics in order to crowd out that bad bacteria and get better bacteria into the body. And so typically the dose on the bottles or the labels is a maintenance dose. It's, after you're done healing, it's something you take maybe every day just to maintain that gut flora, that good gut flora, which is very, very important to your gut health and overall health as well. To know how much you should be taking depends on your health conditions, and also the strains you need to take depend on your health conditions. So working with a practitioner who can help you identify, okay, which one's the right one for me is very, very helpful, and is something that I should have done a lot earlier, really when I started healing my gut. The last thing I want to talk about is probably the hardest thing, and that is that you're doing most of the time a really, really good protocol, but you allow yourselves some, things that are still inflaming your gut. Let's say you have some favorite treats that you just don't want to let go of, and you're doing, 90% so good, but you're still incorporating maybe 10% of the time foods that inflame your gut and really keep you from healing. On a gut healing protocol, take out all of that processed food, reduce inflammation in your gut, let your body do some healing. At that point, once the inflammation has reduced, you can rebuild the gut lining with nourishing food. So you really do have to remove all of that processed food. If you're doing most of the time good stuff and still eating, like a little snack every day that's, an indulgence for you, adding some, sugar or gluten into your diet that will inflame your gut, you will not really fully heal. So on your gut healing protocol, make sure that you're really truly removing all those inflammatory foods and foods that hurt your digestive system. So I hope that was helpful to you. Those are big mistakes that I made in my gut healing protocol, that if I still, if I allowed a little bit of exceptions here or there, or if I wasn't taking the right supplements to really get my digestion going right and getting my body full and healing, I wasn't focused on the right foods, lots and lots of bone broth and chicken stock or beef stock. And I definitely went overboard on the baked goods and the sweets and the nuts. So if you make sure to do, pay attention to those things and make sure that you're focused on healing your gut, you'll do great, great things. So again, I'll keep you posted with some more things coming up on how to heal your gut, especially some projects that I've been working on for a long time that can help you really go through each step that you'll need to take to heal your digestive system. So hope you all are doing well, and I'll see you in the next email.